Hey guys, welcome to another episode on Lilian's Couch. On today's episode, I have a dear friend of mine, fashion stylist extraordinaire. Oh, everything and more. A body, I stand. Medlin boss. Medlin, I don't understand. Is your name Medlin boss? Or that's like the name we know you as? Or what's your traditional name?
So my traditional name is Mimi. But
Are you
nobody
still-
knows that. Everybody, Medlin boss has taken over the whole...
Yeah.
But my name is Mimi Yina.
Mimi Yina.
Yes, and then Mimi Yina in my language means truth. So if you're a Benue person, if you're from Tiv, you can't say anything, one sentence without putting Mimi, which means truth. So it's Mimi Do or Mimi Kwasi. It means beautiful woman or truthful woman.
Are you truthful, my friend? You truthful?
I am.
Yes,
I am.
you are.
I'm sure you've heard that.
I know, say you truthful. I don't confront you, talk truth.
I'm an open book.
That makes me so say you truthful.
Very, very.
Anyways, thank you for coming on my couch. I really do
welcome.
appreciate you. And I know that obviously, like, this period is like a peak period for you guys in your industry, and you trying to find time to come here. I definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Anything for you, my darling.
Okay, let's get right into it.
Okay.
PH girl.
So,
Medlin, you just come from Port Harcourt, you can't dominate Lagos. How did that happen? Like, how did that come about?
I know, right? I hear this question all the time. And at times I ask myself, how did I do it? But first things first, I would say, I think time factor and God's timing was the best for me. Because looking at how far we went when we got into Lagos, I was like, okay, what was I doing? I was wasting my time all along. And then sometimes I want to get depressed, like, oh, why didn't I come since? I think I should have started earlier, So I battle with it. I'll speak to my sister. I said, I think I came late. Are you sure this timing? And then one word always comes to my head all the time. It just says, God's timing is the best. You could have come that time.
And it won't work.
And it won't work. It would swallow you. Bear in mind, I used to have this philosophy, or I used to hear when we were growing up, that there's this thing about Lagos. There's a way you come into Lagos and you go back with matches box. So the scale of Lagos, you have to really...
Yeah, the beginning of wisdom.
Yes, and I've watched people back then. I used to have these very big girls in Port Harcourt that we used to look up to as smallies that time. I was like, okay. And they all moved to Lagos. We were still in Port Harcourt. All of a sudden, these were like the movers and shakers of Port Harcourt. They moved to Lagos. They came in and they were, how the Lagos lifestyle can make you, most of them sold their properties and they came and they lived some life in Lagos, what it is. But eventually they were back to Port Harcourt. And the way I saw them, the fear, I said, are you sure I want to do this? At least it's good to be known as a king. In Port Harcourt, everybody knows where you're a king, and going into somewhere new, how do you, with all the things I had heard, the voice just keeps coming and saying to me that, you know what, God's timing was the best. It was the appointed time for you to come. And then I'm sure he had positioned that brand to say, you know what, this is your time, and go in and do you. Nevertheless, it wasn't easy. It can never be easy. You know how it is.
Yeah.
You have to continuously put in the work. You know how hard I work. Like, it was back to back. From when I finally came to Lagos, I didn't think I had 5 or 6 hours sleep. Every day I was doing something. I had to put in so much work so people can actually see what we have to offer. It's not easy for them to accept you.
Yeah.
It's what you give, it's what you put out that would make you. Yeah, so I dominated, but God and time.
But you know how the fashion industry actually, for the stylist, industry, it actually picked up properly like about 10 years ago, right? How has that affected your craft? Because don't forget, I think people never used to respect stylists. People used to think, what do I need a stylist for? What do I? So people later started, finding out that even if you get a dress, you need sometimes a stylist to put certain things together. So has that really affected your craft? And
yeah, so it's affected my craft in a way that, women are more now about their looks and their appearance and how they come out. Let's also not forget that the world is now social media. Everything is happening on social media. You can be here and your brand is known all over the world. It depends on what you put out. So I think that singular factor has made everybody to say, you know what, as well as an entertainer, let me narrow it down. If I want to project my brand in a certain way, I have to put out myself in a certain way. So that makes it's a situation where you want to go out, you have an outfit, but you're looking like, okay, no, I need a stylist to put this together. You know. So it has even made us more busier because every now and then every day there's something. It's as bad as somebody is going for just a movie premiere. Normally, if it's not that big of a red carpet, people would always sort out. But no, now you see that they will still call a stylist, knowing that, okay, I have this dress, but the stylist will make me look better, will make me look more presentable. The stylist understands that, okay, this is, for instance, the theme of what I'm going for. I have this dress, but how do I meet up the theme? How do I come out looking the part? The stylist has to be the one to put it together. So people have become people now have the knowledge that, you know what, it's not just styling. Because before now, when we send our invoices, you hear, is it not, if minus invoices, people have said it, Medlin safe to do. Is it not just styling? What does she style? It's not just to wear clothes. Hell no, it's not just to wear clothes. Because if it's just to wear clothes, nobody will pay for your services. You know, I've had designers make outfits and have people wear it on their own. And when you look at the outfit,
it doesn't come out.
It doesn't come out. But when a Medlin puts that same outfit together, you're selling out on the outfit. So it shows that you at every time need a stylist to put the look together for you to look the part. And of course, rep your brand the right way.
I mean, I agree with you 100%. But people like me, where they live fake life, you know, we know if we pay you like that because we don't feel.
Oh, you can't really. No way.
No, not spoil, not chase my purse. We don't feel it costs, but we they try. So once will call you.
Of course.
Meddling. Style me.
Show walking.
That's once, you know, but I agree with you. People need to understand how, you know, important it is to actually have a stylist. Because trust me, there are a few times when I would think, let me do it by myself. But when I still see this, you know, hook me, I go just say, I beg, please, can you handle this thing? I can't think. And I always look good.
Good. Oh, no.
Because there's this extra touch that they bring. That normally, I'm not an accessory person. I can go out without earrings. I can go out without bracelets. I can go out without rings. I don't like accessories. Okay. But it's actually, it adds to your style. It adds to your, you know, dressing. So whenever I have a stylist, I feel like they even know. So they're always like, you know, earrings, your this, and all those little things are what makes, you know, the outfit come out.
Don't also forget that the stylist also takes out a lot of workload from you.
I swear. See my birthday.
Everything. My goodness.
My birthday shoot, Medlin. I swear, if it was not you, I'm sorry. I was going to cancel.
Exactly.
I wasn't going to do it. And
especially for people like you that freak out every minute. Imagine that, for instance, you want to go out for an event and you contracted a designer, and then you know how they can be. But once you have a stylist on board, they take all that whole load away from you.
Yeah.
So the stylist knows to liaise with the
designer and all that.
Knows to put in everything that you need. All you need to do is just be a mannequin and be taken care of. Who doesn't like to feel like a baby girl?
You do. Send me too much invoice now, babe. I won't just be taken care of.
Oh my God.
Okay, what do you think is the future for the fashion industry? What is the future like? What do you think you see?
Oh God, I see a big and bright future. Very brilliant one. Because we're doing so well.
Yeah.
You know, I look at sometimes I look at outfits that are created by Nigerian designers and I'm wondering, I go and I click. I just see, for instance, a picture or an outfit or something really nice on Explore. And I'm like, okay, wow, this is stunning. And I click it and it's a Nigerian designer.
Nigerians are good.
And not just the ones here, the ones in diaspora as well, Nigerians, they were doing so well. So, and you realize that most of the international words are now coming to us. That is because they like what they see. For instance, I have a suit collection, my couture suits.
Okay.
I would tell you for free that most of the clients we have are international and they are Hollywood stars. The only reason they keep coming back is because they've checked it and it has beaten the international market.
Yeah, and you know, we know how to do those.
There's something, we're good. So imagine that we have the manpower and the facilities that they have over there. It will be something else. So it's a very bright future for us. We're global as far as I'm concerned. We've done so well to put ourselves on the map. And then, yeah.
So what do you think? You know how I always say this thing that social media is a blessing and a curse to our industry, to human beings at large.
I can testify to that.
But what would you say? Has social media really helped the fashion industry? To you, a lot, right?
A lot.
Yeah.
So I have one saying that I used to say even when I was in Port Harcourt, because I started doing my business, I realized that I was selling more online. When I was in Port Harcourt, I had 2 stores. I woke up one day baby girl, I closed it.
I closed one in Lagos.
I'm like, are you joking? So every sales that were coming, it was as I wasn't this big, but I was shocked that people online would trust me far back then with their 5 million, 3 million, 4 million. And I'm wondering, I will not do that. I'm like, what's giving them this confidence? They will just pay the money and say, just put the things together for us. What am I doing with 2 stores? How many people are walking into the stores? And I told myself, and I just shut down the Port Harcourt, and I was dealing online. You would not believe the amount of income that was coming from online. And I wake up every day, they used to laugh at me. I say, you know what? I say, God bless the person that invented Instagram. Every day I'm praying for the person. They will now be laughing. I said, it's not a laughing matter. I say, God bless that man. I say, because, it's amazing how, like I said earlier, you are here and the whole world already knows about the Medlin brand. How could that have happened? There's no magic if it's not social media. So social media, in fact, for fashion, it is our good luck charm in our era. I think this is what God sent to us to project us into the limelight.
Yeah. So you know how, for me, I noticed something. Whenever you start getting to the peak of your career, the devil starts, I always say the devil because it's the devil. The devil starts sending challenges your way. It feels like when you're just arriving, when you've started, like people are saying, oh, meddling, that's when you start seeing attacks, small talks, and all this negative energy and negative vibes and lies and whatnot. Because for me, I protect my energy very well. I'm not there. I don't care for social media. Like I post, I keep it moving. I don't want to know what's happening in somebody else's life. I don't give a hoot, to be honest. I only care about me. I don't want to know. So when I see certain things online and people trying to drive negativity, it beats my imagination because I'm thinking, why is it now?
Yeah.
When this person wasn't doing so well, you weren't talking about them. Why are you now trying to bring them down? How do you handle those negative energy? Because I know it happens a lot. You can never attain this level, which you're still obviously going higher, right? And not deal with all these things. But what is that? How do you handle it? Because I noticed that you've kind of sort of handled certain situations I have seen, I've come across well, which is the best way to handle social media is ignore, right?
Yeah.
But how do you really handle it, at least, and then for your mental health as well?
Okay, so I just say nothing. I know me, and I'm one very focused, too focused. So, like I would say to everybody, for me, it depends on what you want to use your social media for. Unlike other people, my social media I'm sure there's no post I'm posting that I'm not talking business, I'm talking money. So I'm there to make my money. I'm there for what it is. I'm not there to familiarize
and do all this.
Yeah, so I try not to. I put in the work 100%. Everybody sees that I put in the work. So I don't think that anything that anybody has to say, the truth is you can't clear anything. You can't, if you want to start clearing up or having something to say about everything then you're not ready to grow, because if you're in the limelight and in entertainment industry, you expect different things. True, the ones that are true, the ones that are lies, the ones that are cooked up. And it's the internet. Let's also not forget that anybody can wake up and anybody can be hating on you somewhere, wake up and cook up a story. And then you start hearing every rumor, there's an element of truth. That's stupid slogan that is.
But sometimes they lie. There's no element of truth.
Exactly. Yeah. Somebody can just wake up. It's that easy. It's the internet. You can't filter what people are doing. Somebody can wake up on the bad side of their bed and say, "This Meddling to do self. This guy has slain. Let us just write anything." And the gullible people work with what they see. So what time do I have to respond to negativity? I would not say one thing to anybody. I have nothing to prove. No validation. I'm not even looking for your validation. I'm there to make what I'm making, and by God's grace, I'm making what I'm making out of that platform, and that is all that matters to me. Mentally, there are some things that they say that gets to you. You are human. It's always not easy, but when it gets to that point, I have my way. I just go into worship, and I just tell God, I said, you know what? If not for anything, the level at which I am, if you look at my page, most of the time I still publicize God a lot. I still make those posts. God, so sometimes people will say, oh, your page shouldn't be put. I said, no. I said, in as much as I still glorify you in the open, let's defend what you want to defend. Defend your title in my life. That's all. And I worship and I move on. And life goes on. Because it must come. It must. Before, it used to really depress me until somebody told me that I said, but I'm not even a celebrity. Truthfully, I am just here to make my money. But that's the truth.
You
Because
famous
somebody say, as long as you're...
But I'm not talking
I don't put myself as a celebrity.
You be celebrity.
Oh.
You just don't even try. I don't say you're humble, but you're a celebrity. Your work, whether you like it or not, you're not just a celebrity stylist. You're not doing. People pay you to push brands. You're not an influencer by your job. Like you now influence people. You influence brands. So at the end of the day, it's what it is. You didn't ask for it, but it's there. I mean, yeah, you are a celebrity. Do you not be modest?
So there are times that it can be really touching. There are some things that, you read about on the internet and
you'll be asking yourself, is this me? You even be wondering. You ask somebody like, is this how I am?
Just wondering. And I'm like, okay, if I have this money, why am I? Lily, I no be joke. If you call me at 2 a.m., Lily, I go run, come outside. Because now this thing, they pay the bills. I don't have any other source apart from, so at times, like you said, mentally, it's not always easy. Because talking about this, there's an experience that I still try to get over, and it's
traumatizing.
You just have to keep pushing.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of understand what you're saying, because I've been there. I had to go through a major, breakdown in my life, and then on social media, and I got to understand that, and I realized that nobody gives a rat's ass about you. Nobody cares you're dying. I was in the hospital. I was literally almost dying. Wow. Like, and then it was people didn't even understand that it was from just this drama on social media. Yes. I was losing my life. Oh my God. And then guess what? I was losing my life. And then doctors like, oh, if you weren't brought in early, blah, blah, blah. But I was losing my life, and these people were living their life.
Truthfully.
And it just dawned on me, and I said to myself, why are you bothering yourself about people that don't care about you? Why are you bothered about what these people... The only person that I need to know what he cares about me is God. And the God does not even judge me. So who are you? Right? And then I realized that I will start living for me. If you want to think about anything of me, do you?
Yes,
If you want to think I'm with your father, good luck to you.
Yes.
Whatever you want to think, I did it. I don't have strength to be validating myself. It's exhausting.
No, it is.
And then it's emotionally challenging and stressful that I have to defend myself. I have to, what do they think of me? Do they think I'm nice? And guess one thing I've realized? People always enjoy the lies.
Yes.
You can't even... If they say that you won one award in one country, my sister, they will just trend it smile. Yeah. But that bad thing, they will feed off it. Like, no, I can't. So I think the more you get higher, just expect the worst. And then start developing a thick skin.
Yeah, so I would say, I'm always, if you see me, I'm very bubbly. I don't take life... I don't take life too seriously. So I'm always happy. Even when things go really hard, you see that I'm always happy. So you know how you are being cajoled into, what will people say about me? Or I think I'm a role model to a lot of people. And it makes you take in a lot of things that you shouldn't. And now I think I said to myself, I knew too late to not give what anybody think. It should be you. Because the truth is, nobody knows what you go through during those mental times that these lunatics, delusional people write all what they think they want to write. You are the one, like you said, as strong as I could be. For the first time in my life, I think I was suicidal. I've never said this. And just like you said, I was lying in one place, and all I had was my sister and my family. I was on a watch bed. And I'm like, to what extent? The amount of lies and things that were pouring out. It was so much. I think I lost over 10 kg at once because I couldn't eat. I was... like you want the ground to open for it.
Yeah, just crawling and just...
Like, what exactly was going on? I couldn't place it. And after that time, I realized that these people really don't care.
Yeah.
And the truth is, if you die tomorrow, they move on. Yeah. They really... And I'm like, who are these people? It's so annoying. Like, when I think about... I should have known a long time ago to not care, because I really don't need validation from anybody.
Yes.
Nobody feeds me. I work too hard. I have worked so hard, even as a child. From the age of 16, I have worked so hard day and night. And it just hurts that one day somebody wakes up and then they want to put your name in the mud, throw it in the mud. It can get to you.
But you know the beautiful thing? Sorry to cut you short. When you get to this point, you know the beautiful thing about it all? You stop caring. And that's the point you have to get to. You have to stop caring.
But
I really don't care.
I'm angry because I learned late to stop caring.
I remember when one blogger called me. She called me. She said, "Oh, that she has this news that somebody that was working with me wanted." I said, "Post it."
Yes, quickly.
I told her, I said, "Post it." And I hope you're recording this conversation because I'm giving you the right to post it. And please, can you post it quickly?
Yeah.
And I blocked her. I don't care.
No.
I'm not the first. I will not be the last that you will say anything about. True. And it's okay. And the truth is, my relationship with God right now, I now realize how powerful I am. You cannot say anything about me that will damage who I am because God He knows the end from the beginning. So He already knows what I will become. So you cannot change it. Nah. So whether you talk from now to tomorrow,
it's not a man that he should lie. So
has he said that he has not done it?
No.
So who am I?
So whatever he says, Mimi, you're going to be great. Mimi, you're destined for greatness. And I choose to believe his report over anybody's report. So that's it.
Let's go into the Akanchawa. For this Akanchawa, you know how they roll for you. Man, you say, you be Port Harcourt girl.
I know, right?
Port Harcourt first child.
Port Harcourt first daughter.
This place now, you go speak in pidgin English.
So.
I don't want your English.
Okay.
You go tell us the most embarrassing moment. I know so you be a Akanchawa body. You don't go for my maybe I know before you come, I know they brag. I'm like, oh Meddling, my girl, she's gonna do this. I beg me or to this sweet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, talk your own.
Okay. So the most embarrassing moment. You know, so I like to overslay. Every time I want slay, I want cack up, I want look.
Wear suits.
Your boss lady is coming. So they come invite us for Remy Martin's big red carpet like this but it was a big event. You know when they say come and be the first to taste all those So come dress up, me and my friend. You know, say I like one that's my long signature pants. Then when they do, I can't wear the pants, I can't dress. You get one, I don't know whether they do you. There's this one shoe. You get this one shoe where be say
where they comfortable.
You go wear that shoe. The shoe go they tell you say my life don't end though. You know one leave this shoe until the shoe go come decide say one put you for trouble. So I get that one shoe. The reason they wear the shoe on a wage, and when I wear the wage, it go come make me tall again. So as I they move, I go they move like Voltron. I don't show. So I can't land for red carpet. That green, they call it green. Everywhere they green. Vuji Adams, Naim be the host. My dear, that's why I come down. Driver can't open, motor I can't say make I move. Unluckily for me, as you know that day will be say where your own one the barry go finish. Now so as I they come down, at that time the musicians too can't they come. So it can't be like say all of us can't they
the same time.
Hey. Lilian. So I come down, so I say make I throw the first move, Voltron, boom, and they come. Lilian, one of my shoe, the wedge. I never see that kind of collapse from
it break.
Like if na break it for good, you know say wedge they like this. If na heels go break. So wedge they like this. The full under
collapse. Bend. Your leg go come like this. Oh,
my leg go like this.
I want day up. Oh,
I dey ground. You dey talk up. I be suppose they say your friend
now
leg
and they collapse.
One.
So one go day up, one go so
one day down, one day up. But so what they tell you so I don't land for ground in front of entertainer, the musicians so they come perform. Ground why they meanwhile Vuju don't sight me. Don't they say, oh Medlin, somebody's coming through, guys. Medlin boss, they come. Who they shout Medlin boss, they come. Now in come they carry Medlin boss from ground. I don't fit.
But in the potapoto.
This one part in the mud, potapoto good.
I know the people when they tell you sorry, they laugh. I'm so sorry.
My friend said first coffee, they laugh. She until she realized say legs have don't break. This is what they talk because by the time Vuju carry me come up for ground, my leg.
VJ don't
vex so that VJ. Now so my leg they like this. No be joke. Now so.
I beg. You need to drink shot for this topic.
I need to drink
because one shot. Cheers. So you not go fall again for your life.
Amen.
You don't finish your own. Kachawa, you know be bad, you.
I know be bad. I did try.
Guys, we need to chop. This story, they made me hungry. Meddling, see what I'm eating on your own. They say I eat too much. I'm trying to do this fit farm thing.
Weight watching.
I'm sorry. I'm watching my weight, but I need to eat this rice because
This rice is so nice.
it makes sense.
The lady we ordered it from is so good. I wish she ate her party jollof. It's so good.
You should have told me. But this is very nice as well.
Many, you don't want to say you wanted rice and stew. I don't know who orders rice and stew.
I know,
Boring.
right? I was confused when you were texting me this morning. Next time I know what to order. Lamb chops and mashed potato.
I
Yes.
should have. See, Lagos, the lamb chop is, and that's what I would have ordered for you from. Very good.
Awesome.
The
Well, this
rice
is nice. Yeah, it's nice. I'm enjoying it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys, we need to eat this food properly, you know, as a
Off
baddie that we
camera.
are. Yeah, off camera. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. I love you all. Mwah. Medlin, I love you.
Love you too, baby.
Mwah. Thank you so much for
You're
coming.
welcome. Anytime.